Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to PRSI webinar, sir.
Oh, lovely. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Good evening, Praveen sir.
Good evening.
So seeing you here is really great. Nice, energetic, full of energy. Yeah, super. Sir, so lot of students, research scholars are joining across India. So it's nice to see most of the people and lot of doctorates are here in the group. Nice
Oh,
to see
very nice.
professors and all. Friends, we'll be join. Time is sharp 6:30. We'll be starting in another 5 minutes time. 6:35. The event will start. Guest is here and all. Our PRSA team is here. So I am waiting for some more people to join. So we'll be start perfectly at 6:35. Till then, enjoy your time. Yes, we can start.
Very good evening, one and all present here.
Doctor, you are not audible. Yes, you are audible. You can proceed.
Very good evening, one and all present here. We welcome you all for the PRSI Chennai chapter organizing webinar on how to engineer word of mouth for growth through the referrals. Today we have guest, Praveen Shekhar from the Outlier Marketer. Sir, today we have, interact with these people, dear participants. You can interact with Sir. It may be an interactive session. Uh, PRSI Chennai chapter organizing totally 3 programs per month. One is the offline program, two is the online program. Dear participants, those who are interested to join PRSI Chennai chapter, we welcome you all to participate and join our PRSI Chennai chapter. Sir, Mr. Ramkumar Singaran, sir, can you speak few words about the PRSI Chennai chapter, sir?
Thank you, Dr. Raja. Before that, I'd like to introduce Dr. Raja. Dr. Raja is our secretary for PRSI Chennai chapter. He works as an assistant professor in Viscom department at Satyabama University. So then myself, I am Ram Kumar Singaram, the chairman of Public Relations Society of India, otherwise known as PRSI Chennai chapter. I am running a PR agency called Catalyst PR in Chennai. I am also a former journalist. We warmly welcome Mr. Praveen Shekhar. Actually, meeting Praveen Shekhar in person is really a great, what to say, great enterprising one. He's always with a 10 kg of energy with him. So very energetic, very enthusiastic. I never saw a sad face in his with Praveen Shekhar. He's always with energetic, bubbling energy. So he's very inspiring. So there is a separate speech about Mr. Praveen Shekhar to introduce. So I don't want to go into further. Today's topic, it's really interesting topic. People will grow only by referrals, the to word of mouth. If at all somebody praises you before others, then it will give you a great support. It will give you a great credibility. So how to engineer that? That's a topic. It's really a tough topic. Really, it needs more engineering to speak about this topic. So Mr. Praveen Shekhar is very good, well known in this industry for networking, for speaking on the topic of networking. So we expect a great session today. Before that, a small intro about PRSI. Public Relations Society of India started in India in 1959. It's one of the oldest chapter in this profession in India. And in Chennai, we started in 1969. And in Chennai, we have got around 107 members as on date. And all India, there are 23 chapters and 3,000 members. Mostly people in media, public relation industry, corporate communication, advertising industry, media industry are here members. And particularly a lot of education people from Viscom industry are also members here. So I can see a lot of doctorates, research scholars, students across India are participating in this seminar, and we expect more to come. Friends, there are only 100 seats in this Zoom. If whoever comes later, they can join in YouTube. It's been recorded in YouTube also. It's a live session. So we'll be posting the same content, same details in the group. Finally, the people whoever attending till the last minute will be giving the e-certificate. So thank you very much for this small introduction about PRSI. And over to Dr. Sridevi. She's the treasurer. Sridevi is a professor, Viscom department professor. And Dr. Sridevi is very active and very enthusiastic professor here. So she'll be giving an intro about Mr. Praveen Shekhar. Over to Dr. Sridevi.
Thank you, sir. Is it audible?
Yeah, very much.
Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome our today's chief guest, Mr. Praveen Shekhar. He's an outlier marketer, parallel entrepreneur, and global storyteller who thrives on challenging the norms. He has built companies from scratch into multi-million dollar businesses. Today, he works with growth stage teams and leaders to unlock outlier thinking and drive real-world action. Mr. Praveen leads keynotes and masterclasses that help professionals level up. He has published 22 books, spoken in 29 countries, and creates tools that spark bold thinking and decisive doing. His work has been recognized by the American Marketing Association and presented the award Emerging Leader and the Guinea Valentine Award for skilling and employing people with disabilities. Offstage, he is a poet, is a photographer, cyclist, and explorer of the unusual. Sir, we are eager to listen to your insights on how to engineer word of mouth for growth through referrals. Over to you, sir.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much for a wonderful introduction. Thank you, Ram Kumar, for inviting me over to address this unique bunch out here. Folks, I am a high energy speaker and my energy comes from your energy. You have the Zoom screen. You can turn your videos on. You can use the chat. You can use the emojis. Anything to cheer me on. So that energy is going to come right through. I do have a question. How many of you here follow Tamil? If you follow Tamil, put yes in the chat window. If you don't and you want Hindi, type Hindi in the chat window, because my purpose here is to send a message across to light a spark so that each of you in your career can go right ahead and leverage the power of referrals. I came into this talk because Ram Kumar has heard me somewhere and he invited me over. He referred me to Dr. Raja, who then invited and brought me through. That is the power of referrals. So are you ready? Can I go ahead and open my PowerPoint and walk you through? I need a whole bunch of ready in the chat for me to go right ahead. I've got the chat window right here. I've got a multi-screen setup because I am a professional speaker. So I need the chat window, somebody to type ready for me to go right ahead and open up the presentation. Got it. Can you see me now?
Yes,
Brilliant.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sonu. And for all those N2 participants who turn their videos on and also participate, I have got gifts waiting for you. soft copies of my book titled Shameless Networking, 52 Moments of Marketing, any of my 22 books. If you want it, you have to participate, and I will send a link over that you can download. Lovely. Let's roll. I'm going to state some problem statements, and you'll have to tell me if you agree with them, if it resonates with you, yes or no. Selling myself is an issue. I can't sell myself. I can do anything but selling. Whoever agrees, put your hand up and put it in the comments window. Lovely. My good work will speak for itself. Clients will come running, professors will come running, colleges will come running. Come on, how can it be true? This is the PR Society of India, which means we will need to do a lot of things. My product is for everyone. I am working on a research paper. I submit it. Everybody will like it, but everybody does not buy. How many journals accept your paper? How many peer reviews do you get it? Right? That leads us to how do I go? I'll take all the movies. Everybody wants to go pan-India, pan-world. Why can't my brand go pan-India, pan-world? My work go spread across. Yeah, brother. Why not? The desired outcome. What if customers come rushing to me, job offers come running to me, journals come running to me, having read my article, requesting me, publishers come up to me and say, can you write a book for me? Lovely, wonderful, desired outcome. Don't all of us want to be there? What if we had an army of salespeople? We have an army of salespeople working for us all the time, everywhere that we are working through. And what if clients paid upfront? No delay, nothing. Kaila kasu vaila dosa. They pay up and then we go ahead and take it through. How brilliant will each of these be? I have a request. My request to you is you agree to listen without the burden of agreeing. Innada kodapararu, kya bolra, ella varum. Don't worry. The ideas I'm going to tell, just agree to listen. You don't have to agree with me. கேட்கணும்னு ஒத்துக்கங்க, ஒத்துக்கணும்னு சொல்லல. Whatever I'm telling, I would just want you to agree to listen to me, because anytime there is a new idea, you know what our brain does? First thing, nonsense, useless idea. After 6 months, it's seems like a good idea, but it won't work for me. After 12 months, people have implemented that idea. Then you'll say, hey, I always knew it was a good idea. Isn't it? Why all that? Man, a shortcut. We'll go straight in, because I am here with a lot of good ideas to propel your career, to propel your business, to make you a wonderful researcher whose papers get through into journals and get cited all the way through. Ready? I have some basic alignments. Whenever I say customer, it is B2C. Whenever I say client, it is B2B. Business to business. Businesses working with other businesses is B2B. You are a professor in an institute, you are a researcher working somewhere, you have to work with journals or somebody, it is B2B. When my article has to be read by several people, that is customers, that is B2C. A client we can name, we can pinpoint. A customer is in numbers, masses, statistics. Are we in alignment? Use the chat window. What is the difference between marketing, advertising, and branding? Would you like to know? I would like to know if you would like to know. When I know who am I for, what transformation I bring about, for whom, how, I become a marketer, because I am very clear who I am. Marketing is not sales. Marketing is about making positive change happen, and it is a strategic exercise. That I know who I am, who am I for, what is the transformation I bring about, what is the keywords. I am Praveen Shekhar. I am an outlier marketer. I work with growth stage companies, propelling their growth through unconventional marketing and word of mouth plans. Who am I? Who am I for? What transformation do I bring about? Outlier marketer, outlier marketer, outlier marketer. Now, when I know who I am, and I communicate it through various channels, including PR, including advertisements, including radio, print, whatever, that is advertising. I know who I am, I'm communicating to you who I am, that is advertising. What remains in your mind, the neurons that connect, is branding. And it is very personal in your mind. You see me, you see a big mustache. Tomorrow you see a big mustache anywhere, you will know, oh, Praveen, that marketer. You see yellow and black as a color, Praveen Shekhar has to come to your mind. You see marketing anywhere, you see energy anywhere, my name has to come. That is branding. Are you with me here? What is happening in the chat? Yes, there you are. I was in a wrong window. Thank you very much, Pooja. Thank you, Indumati. Thank you, Vijay. Keep it going, because that's my energy and I've got a multi-screen setup. The next alignment, push versus pull marketing. The power of my branding, it invites you over, customers come over to you, they want to know more, that is pull marketing. Then I push my message across. Then I try to force it through, that is push marketing. Both are important, but which one are we comfortable with? And they come towards us when we have invested enough, when we have enough stock to make ourselves referable. And that is what we would need to look at. Would you like to listen to a story? I'm a raconteur, I'm a storyteller. This particular book is 52 marketing stories, 52 moments of marketing, one for each week. I need a yes right there. Thank you. Indumati, you seem to be leading the chat session. Keep it going, because same with Pujari, Nisha, Gopal, keep them coming so that you can come and claim your gift at the end of it. 1960s, outskirts of Coimbatore, 50 kilometers away, there's a small town. And there is a young boy, 9 years old, Natarajan. He has a family of 4, 3 younger siblings. 9 years, he has to earn money to bring food to his family. So every morning he gets up, climbs the tree, plucks the fruit basket, puts it inside, and takes it to the bus stand. And remember, 1960s bus, mud road, kacha roads, buses, no air condition and all, they're regular buses with just 2 rods in the window. And it stops in bus stands, bus stations, bus stops for about 5 to 10 minutes. And all the vendors run with the wares because no shops at that point. These shops used to come. And people used to buy flowers, fruits, any other snacks. And it was 11 a.m. and not one fruit had been sold by Natarajan. Not one single fruit has been sold. He was very, very upset because he was 9 years this short. And he just sat down and started observing. And he was very worried because if he doesn't sell fruit, he won't have money to go home, buy stuff and cook for his family. They will not be able to eat. So at 11 o'clock, he just sits down and observes what is happening. Every time a bus comes, all the vendors with baskets on their head run. There are 2 or 3 that are really fast, get the windows, 2 or 3 who enter inside the bus and look at selling. After that is done, and if people still want to buy, this next lot comes in. So he realized at 9 years of age, of this particular height, he has to do something different. And he noticed that all the customers were looking at the fruit and keeping it back, only picking up some fruit. So he realized that they wanted the dust cleaned. They wanted shiny fruits. They wanted fresh fruit. So what he did is in the break, cleaned all the fruit, washed it, wiped it, gleaming. And when the next bus came in, he stood at a distance and had eye contact with just one customer. As soon as the eye contact was made, he threw the fruit over. That customer caught the fruit, ate it, and said, fresh. That customer who shouted fresh invited Nataraj over, saying, I'm going to buy from you. And when the customer bought, the customers in the front seat and the back seat of this particular person also bought. In one bus, he had sold his entire basket and he went off. He knew the trick. He knew what the customer wanted. He knew what he needed to do to go ahead and sell. Do you know what happened to Natarajan afterwards? Do you know what happened to Natarajan afterwards? This is a real life story. Natarajan is still alive. What is Natarajan doing today? It is a quiz competition. You can enter. Let me give you a guess. Down south, the people can guess it. He runs a shop. What is that shop called? It's a fruit shop. Come on, somebody's got to have the answer. Of course, he runs a fruit shop. What is the name of that fruit shop? I'll give it 10 more seconds. Take a guess. Sampath is close. Very close, but not the right answer. Ramesh has got it. It is the Kovai Paramudir Nilayam. It is the founder Natarajan who used marketing principles and the referral marketing principles that one, the customer wants fresh fruit. Two, it is a relationship-based sale. Three, I have to give something to the first customer for them to taste and tell the others that the fruit is fresh. This is really good. And four, when you are with the crowd, you are not going to be noticed. So either you are first or you stand back. So Ramesh, at the end, I'll give my email ID. Please write into me and collect your gift. But do you see what happens? With one story, with one real life story, we have some real nuggets for referral marketing. How do you grow? By creating something. Now, would you like to know a bit more? Would you like to know why people talk? Type why in the chat window and I'll have your answer ready for you. I need to see the why in the chat window. Come on, folks. Don't you see my energy? I need you to chat, pop me up and hype me up. Thank you, Lokesh. Vijay, why? Why do people talk? Vijay, can you give me the name of a recent Tamil movie that you spoke about with your friends? A recent movie? Go ahead, type it in. Come on, Vijay, quick. Why people talk? People talk because there has to be a reason. There has to be a wow. Maniratnam and Kamal Haasan coming together is a wow. The movie not meeting certain people's expectations is another wow. So if you don't have a wow, nobody is going to be talking about it. And therefore, the element of surprise, the element of some wow coming in, some twist, something that comes through is absolutely. Indumati has put tourist family. Why is everybody speaking about tourist family? My mother hardly goes to the theater. She went and saw tourist family. She comes home and tells me, take your wife and my grandkids to that movie. Because there is a positive buzz, there is some feel-good factor, it's such a nice movie that everybody wants to talk about it to others. There is a wow factor, and that word of mouth led to the continued discussion point and further success of that, not to mention that little boy who acted and everybody started speaking about that wow element, and that one song which came in a movie 10 years ago continues to be a hit. Creating curiosity, or second, does it solve a big problem? I've had a problem for a long time. I did that. This person solved it for me. Then you want to go ahead and talk. What are you solving? And the students out here, researchers, research scholars, you solve a particular problem, statistic issue, and that's big. Everybody wants to talk about it. And third, there has to be an emotional connect. There has to be an emotional connect for people to talk about. They speak about love, they speak about breakup, they don't generally speak about life in general. How's life? It's just going on. Nobody talks about it. But when something interesting happens, you pick up the phone and talk, you forward it to your friends on WhatsApp. That emotional connect is what is necessary. But there is a mantra, one single mantra that you need to walk away with today. Only one mantra. Do you want to know what that mantra is? Then type mantra. I will tell you only then. I need a few mantras typed out here. Thank you, Indumati. Leading the way with cheer and energy, and this is what we want. Thank you, Pujari. The mantra is very simple. And I want you to repeat after me. KUT, KUTPS. KUT, KUTPS. And it's very simple. What is this KUT, KUTPS? KUTPS, KUTPS kya hai? What is it? I'm sure you're all curious to know. Janna bhi hai. And KUTPS has a Tamil version and a Hindi version. Right? The Tamil version is TPP, TPP, AV. And the Hindi version is JMB, JMB, BB. If you can type it out there, whatever I said, I'm going to tell you what it is. The KUT, the K stands for knowing. How will people talk about you if they didn't even know you? There is a discoverability factor, which is where PR comes into play. Right? People need to know who you are, and the more they get to know you, the more they will get to understand who you are for, what is the transformation you bring about, what assistance you need. For that, today, you are knowing me. When we interact further, you will understand me. Indumati is going to get a book, Pujari is going to get a book, Ramesh is going to get a book. They will understand me a little bit more. When you understand a person, there is trust. Because knowing is one time, understanding is a few more times. And when the interaction increases, there is value exchange, trust gets built up, and trust is absolutely important for us. TPP, AV, என்னை பத்தி தெரியணும், நான் யாருன்னு புரியணும், அப்பதான் என்னை பத்தி பேசணும், அதுக்கு நான் விதைக்கணும். JMB, BB, मेरे बारे में जानना है, मैं क्या हूं, क्यों हूं, किस लिए हूं, मानना है, फिर मेरे बारे में बोलना है. Right? For that, I will need to plant seeds. बीज मुझे बोना है, அதுக்கு நான் தான் விதைக்கணும். என்ன planting seeds. These are the seeds that will help grow your word of mouth. I have written 22 books. I'm on to 23, 24, 25. I will repeat that 20 times until it is in your mind. Praveen Shekhar, outlier marketer, 22 books, global speaker. I have to keep underlining and planting seeds. Is this clear? KUTPS. If it is clear, type yes, and then we will move to the next slide. Why people talk? People talk because they know you, they understand who you are for, what is the transformation you bring about. They have seen the value and then they trust you, all because you have planted the seeds for them. We will see examples of these seeds. But the question is, who talks? कौन बात करेगा मेरे बारे में? என்னை பத்தி யாரு பேசுவாங்க? நான் யாரு பேசணும்னு நினைக்கிறேனோ அவங்க பேசுவாங்க. Whoever I want to speak will speak exactly what I want them to speak about. Clear? Who talks? There is a simple model for you to understand that there is a whole wide world. Do you want the whole wide world to talk about you? Do you think that is feasible? Do you think that is possible? Do you think the whole world is going to talk about you? Come on, use the chat. Thank you. The whole world is not going to talk about it, which means there is a smaller section where, let us assume you write something and you post something on LinkedIn or Facebook. Not all are going to see. A few who will see and like it. They are admirers. I like what Ramesh has put. He's put beautifully targeted group. I like. So that liking means the next time you put something, I may or may not, but this one I like. So I know who Ramesh is. I like that piece of writing. I become an admirer of what Ramesh does. Now, when Ramesh not just writes, but posts a video, and the video has a value, I like that. I also start commenting and I start following everything that Ramesh is involved in. Is Ramesh on LinkedIn? I will follow. Is Ramesh on Twitter? I will follow. Not just like and subscribe, but I will actively look forward because I idolize Ramesh. I like the point that he is making. And therefore, I become an idolizer. You have an admirer, and then you have an idolizer. The next stage is a loyal lover. Please take it in the business sense. By a loyalist is a brand loyalist, which means you love the brand. Now, if I like everything about Ramesh and I have interacted with him a few times, I love the energy he comes, the positivity that he comes up with, the participation he brings about in such forums, that whatever Ramesh does, I am there right behind him. I will buy his books. I will buy his, if he acts in a movie, I will buy a ticket for it. If he publishes a journal article, I will go ahead and buy it from that journal. I will do anything and everything necessary because I love Ramesh, the brand called Ramesh. I admired, I idolized. Now I'm in love with the brand called Ramesh. Are we clear here? That leads to the next thing, that I am so much in love with Ramesh that I know exactly what he does, who he does for, whatever he does. Ramesh, please type in what you do and what you are into. So I will find everything about it, find out what he needs, and go right ahead and help Ramesh. And I don't need to have Ramesh's permission to go ahead and do that. Because I already have seen his article, I have followed him everywhere, I have interacted with him personally, I know exactly what he needs. I will not wait for Ramesh to ask for help. I know what help he needs, and I will be the super promoter of Ramesh. to go ahead and get that information through to him. Are we clear? Give me a thumbs up for those who have emoji access, or give me a yes before we move to the next slide. Thank you, Dr. Anta. Now that you have understood KUT, KUTPS, why people talk and which people talk. Yes, Mr. Dharnish, this has an e-certificate. Now we enter into the important part of how to engineer word of mouth. How do we go ahead and get the word of mouth that we look at? The most important part is seeding. Aru, Vidai, Beej. We have to put that in, and that is called engineered word of mouth. When things just happen by themselves, you are letting it happen. When you take the onus and you plant the seed, you are making it happen. And that is what is most important for us to go ahead and make it happen. Videkyaram, Indumati, absolutely, Beej bona hai puja. And that is in our hands. How are we going to do it? Which is why I asked a little bit of information about who you are and what you do, so that it's easier for me to customize it and taking some of those examples, exactly how you can seed. Time is still there. If you can enter what you do, who you are, etc., I will help it out. There are three main rules for you to seed information about yourself, about your brand, so other people will talk about it. Vijay wants to bring our roots in agriculture into every walk of life. Now, Vijay is interested in agriculture. I will request Vijay to create small farms and encourage people to come and talk, come and visit it. I will ask Vijay to write about agriculture, to talk about agriculture, to create content about agriculture and why it is required, so that it becomes that much more easier to go ahead and work. Right? Vijay is a brand manager at Annapurna, Coimbatore. Annapurna itself is a significant brand for known people. It is a significant brand, right? But it is important for them to create something that is a standalone aspect. And I will give the example in Chennai of Krishna Sweets. Krishna Sweets did not create Mysore Pak. They created a variation of Mysore Pak with a lot more ghee that melted as soon as you kept it in your mouth. Right? So it is absolutely important for you to create something which is a seed. You create a sweet, you create an article, you create a dish, you create whatever you can to come up, and have some examples. Second, you curate. Curate-ங்கிறது ஏற்கனவே பண்ணி வச்சதை தொகுத்து வழங்குவது. People have already created, they've written articles, but for my targeted group, how can I take it, put it together and bring it forward? That is curate. Curation is more of work has already been done, but I am collecting and I am planting and putting the seed. And for those researchers standing out here, isn't that what you do from a research writing or a research paper review? People have written the literature reviews, everybody has written, you review it, you bring down the few, and then you share it. And the third part is collaboration. Now, Vijay, as a brand manager at Annapurna, may collaborate, seed, work with a whole lot of influencers to come and taste a new dish and write about it. That is an absolute aspect of seeding, with collaborating through influencer partnerships, through food bloggers, through a lot of people who need not necessarily be on Instagram, but are enough to talk to my target group, why people talk, which people talk. And these two are absolutely important for us to go ahead with. It's important for us. Remember, you need to know who is your target segment. என்ன பத்தி யாரு பேசணும், எதுக்கு பேசணும், எப்படி பேசணும். That is what I would need to. मेरे बारे में कौन बात करेगा, क्या बात करेगा, क्यों बात करेगा, किससे बात करेगा. Everything I will need to set up and write. Therefore, who will talk about me? Why should they talk? What exactly will they talk about me? What phrasing am I going to give them? Are all the aspects that we have to go ahead and talk. And we will have to engineer. For example, the introduction that Dr. Raja read, the professor, madam who read it, was written and given by me, because that is exactly what I want people to know about it. And that has to be within you, with you. And you will need to understand that you need to know, understand, trust, and continue to plant seeds of value. That is very, very important for you to look into, right? For that, Your work has to be remarkable. It needs to be relevant. It needs to be reasonable and repeatable. For example, in the introduction, they said I am a poet. I've published multiple poetry books, but that is irrelevant for this audience. If I start telling poetry and convey the entire message in poetry, you will all run away, right? There has to be a relevance. It has to be remarkable. Now, don't you think my mustache is remarkable? My funny glasses are remarkable. Something that makes you take notice. My black and yellow is remarkable. It is also relevant here because you need to pick what is your brand color, what is your attire, how would you like to be known as, how would you carry yourself, what is your personality that you come through, then you will need to put that through, because when you want to be referred, it is personal. It is not just the work, it is also the person. When I trust the person, I will do everything. Across, for a keynote like this, I charge between 2.5 and 3 lakhs. But I believe in the personality of Ramkumar Singaram. So when he requested, I'm happy to waive that off for Ramkumar. It is a transfer of trust. It is an exchange of value that happens. How is this applicable in the world of academics? Thank you, Dr. Anita. Why not? Because everywhere, if I am a teacher, don't I want students to come and pick me? Don't I want research scholars to say, I want this particular doctor as my professor? Don't I want to establish an impression, a perception that this professor is really good? He or she knows what they are talking about. Isn't that also a core in the academic world, that students come to you, alumni come to you because they know you are an expert in that field? You have proven expertise, demonstrated proof in each of these aspects, and you are a lovely person to interact with. All that accumulates in the world of academics, because I'm a marketer, but first and foremost, I'm a student and practitioner of human psychology. It is all to do with human behavior. Who are these people? Why are they people? What do they want to, I need them to talk about? What am I seeding them with? So in academics, if I'm a professor and I do guest lectures in several places, I give them so much value, so many stories, so many examples, so many case studies, so many connections with the industrial world, that they keep coming back to me every time they have a doubt, whether they are still students or not. It doesn't matter. And that is absolutely important for us to look at, because what is the world of referral? What is the world of business? What is the world of academics? It is always human to human interaction. And once we realize it is human to human interaction, it comes down to psychology, perception. How are we looking at? Right? If Ramkumar had introduced me as a high energy speaker and I speak like this, that is remarkable, be relevant, be reasonable. There is a cognitive dissonance. He said high energy and this guy has no energy. Remember, you will still speak about me, because either I'm really good or I'm notorious, but both ways you still have to talk about me. There has to be a resonance in who I say I am, who the world says I am, and who I am really. And that becomes very, very more absolutely powerful. That becomes reasonable and repeatable for me to look at. Remember, for seeding, I need something wow, something that has to be topical for a target group. It must repeat. We have to continue to drip irrigate all the way through, and it has to be across touch points. How much more? I'm going to show you. And somebody has got their microphone on. If they can switch it off, that would be really, really nice. This is me. Every time I go on stage, I wear a veshti. Veshti is from Ramraj. I have several stories about Ramraj from Coimbatore. My colors are yellow, black, and white, and you see me in that. I have my own specially made cufflinks, and people talk and appreciate about it because I am seeding it. என்னை பத்தி பேசணும், என்னை பத்தி நினைக்கணும், என் மார்க்கெட்டிங்னா my association has to come. मेरे बारे में आपको सोचना है, मेरे बारे में सुनना है, जहां भी येलो ब्लैक देखते हैं, मेरे बारे में आपको मन में आना. And that is my seeding, right? And these are examples of other people who have seeding. Taryn Lee is a brilliant, brilliant South African speaker, and her calling card is boom chakalaka. All through her talks, she says boom chakalaka boom, boom chakalaka boom. Not the chakalaka boom that we have, but the boom chakalaka boom that she has. Brigadier Sushil Basin is a retired brigadier from the army. He talks about battleground to boardroom, and he has badges. He has this color that resonates everywhere, right? These two people, Sangeeta, who's written 4 books, Venkatrangan, who's written 2 books, and they have collaborated to start a speaker collective called Kural. And I am talking about them here. Remember, collaboration. They have created the book. I'm curating their books and I'm collaborating with them on the Kural front. And I'm talking about them. But if they have not written a book, what will I talk about? If Brigadier had not given me the badge, what will I talk about? If Taryn Lee from South Africa had not given me that boom chakalaka as her calling card, what will I talk about? Only if something is given, பேச முடியும். ஏதாவது கொடுத்தாதான் மத்தவங்கள்ட்ட பேச முடியும். Right? So give something to get something. I am a marketing person. I speak on branding. Branding is the emotional connect in your brain across all the senses. Zengover is a music album I produced and launched last year. Kadir. What you see downstairs, the right below, is a chocolate made just for me called Dai Chocolates in my color, hazelnut and dark chocolate. I have my veshti. I have my perfume. So whether it is sight, smell, sound, taste, I am there everywhere for my audience, my specific audience to talk. And what does a marketer have to do with the perfume? You can smell me, you can eat me, you can taste me, you can hear me, you can feel my energy every time you come to the talk. And that is the word that goes right through because I want to stay top of mind. I want people to refer. I have grown companies into multi-million-dollar entities. I currently consult and work only on this aspect. But this is something that I create, I seed. And you can say, I can't be as shameless as you. I'm a professor in a college. What can I do? I'm a research scholar. What can I do? Human connection. Don't you want people to talk about you? Whether you like it or not, people are going to talk about you. When you engineer the word of mouth, they will talk exactly what you want to talk about them. Are we clear in this? Indumati, planting an idea that grows naturally in someone's mind, the planting is our role. That is something that we will need to go ahead and do. Now I'm going to put it all together. Understand who am I, not me, you individually. Who am I? Who am I for? Who is there for me? What are my keywords? Who is there for me? Do they know me? Do they understand me? Do they trust me? What seeds can I plant to convert them from the universe to an admirer, to an idolizer, to a loyalist, to my super promoter? And reverse it. Who am I a super promoter for? Whose job am I promoting? Right? Taryn Lee, Brigadier, Sangeeta, Venkatrangan, Ramkumar Singaram, they're not giving me any money. They're not giving me any discount. It is the love and the content that they are giving that enables me to go ahead and talk about them. So remember, you have to become a creator. You need to know who you are, for whom, what is it that they want, and then we work towards it to move ahead. As I wrap things up, shall I give you another story? Shall I give you another story? You've got to type it. Solanga, yes, sir. Indumati and Pujari, man, you are rocking. So is Ramesh. Have you heard about the movie Sholay? It's been 50 years since the movie released. There was a show called Angry Young Men, the Salim Javed story, who were the script writers of this particular movie. Very expensive production, spent a lot of time. The censor board rejected the ending. They had to go back, reshoot the ending, came and launched it on Friday. By Friday night, Saturday morning, the movie was declared a failure. Newspapers had put in that the movie failed. The producers, director, and the screenwriters, along with the heroes, met to see what can we do. The movie is failing because they don't like the ending. Should we reshoot, change the ending? What do we need to do? And Salim Javed said, don't do anything till Monday, Tuesday. Let us see for 2-3 more days. But you know what these two gentlemen did? Before the movie was released, they spent money, paid the printer to say written by Salim Javed on all the posters of Sholay around the town of Mumbai, city of Mumbai. That was the first time they did something audacious, that written by Salim Javed. The writers were getting top billing, and that was done by these two. Now, the movie was declared a flop. The very next day, Salim and Javed, in all the movie press, they went ahead and issued a press release that we are confident in the movie that we have written. The movie is going to be a super hit and it will earn 1 crore minimum in every district of Maharashtra. And they issued a press release for that. People laughed at them. But come Monday, the tide had turned, word of mouth had spread, people loved the movie, and they started flocking the theaters. By week number 1, people were talking about the dialogues, Arayo Samba, Ye Haath Mujhe De De Thakur, and they became iconic. That this movie ran in the Minerva Theatre for 5 years straight. It is still iconic. I remember the first time I saw this movie in its nth rerun, and I remember seeing it last year again, has the same aura, same magic. What did Salim and Javed do? They had courage and conviction. What I am doing is right, and I am responsible for the perception. So they, suo moto, issued a press release that the movie is good. Go ahead and watch it. It is going to become a super hit, and followed that right through and gave it that time for the movie to turn around. What are we doing in our own life story, in our own life movie? We give up too soon. We don't do the depth work that is necessary for building a referral marketing engine. If you need to slow, we expect the tap to be opened and water to come. Only a drop will come, but drop by drop, the water will come. And so my final message to you is know, understand, trust yourself first. Know who you are for. Write everything down. And then you go right ahead and plant those seeds on a consistent basis. Why am I writing 22 books? Why am I delivering 5-10 talks a month? Why am I talking to a whole lot of people? Because I am planting seeds. Are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? That is absolutely important for you to be consistent first. Create. Do not stop. Put the creation out there in the world. There will be a few who will laugh, but there will be many who will clap. Some will clap 1 year, 2 years, 3 years later, but they will clap. Right? So this is my request to you, that keep at it. And for those of you who are serious, I have assistance. Take a picture of this. There will be a short survey you will need to take, and then you can download a 1-page engineered word of mouth plan. Those who fill up that plan and ask me for assistance, we will have a group Zoom chat, which will be tactical, where we will work on the individual problems that you're facing so you can build your referral marketing plan to grow through word of mouth referrals. Remember, you will need to take that action and send it back to me so that I can work with each of you in a group Zoom to help you accomplish your targets. Whether you're an academician, a researcher, an entrepreneur, a brand manager, it is human to human. It is psychology. It is a process, and it has to follow the steps of drip irrigation, continuous. Have you taken a picture? If you want to connect with me right away, Vijay, connect with me on LinkedIn. That's the only platform I'm active on. Reach out to me, connect with me, leave a testimonial for this if you like the talk, because my payment comes through your love and affection, you writing about it in LinkedIn, about the PRSI, the PR Society of India, and my contribution to you. Remember, everything that I have said is simple steps, and all you would need to do is go ahead and fill that right up. Share your love. I am here talking to you about referral. If you think I have added value to what you have done, then go right ahead and tell more people about it. And as you come back to me with your inputs, I'll be happy to coordinate with Ram Kumar and the PR Society of India to go ahead and organize a group Zoom session, which is tactical, which is going to focus on your individual customized referral marketing plan. Till then, signing off and open to questions. I'm your friendly neighborhood outlier marketer. My purpose in life is to inspire creators, and each one of you is a creator. So go ahead, create, publish, ship it apart. The universe will conspire to get your fans to find you. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Ram Kumar. And I'm now open for any questions that you may have.
Super, sir. Super, great lecture. Thank you very much. Friends, now the floor is open. You can unmute and you can ask questions. Dr. Raja, you can take it forward from here.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Dear participants, you can unmute yourself and you can raise your question. We have energetic guest today, Mr. Praveen Shekhar, sir. Dear participant, you can ask your question, or you can type it in a chat box.
Dear sir,
Thank you, Dr.
actually, I would
Anita. Go ahead, please.
sir, I would like to become a brand myself. Means self-branding. Could you please
Super.
talk something about self-branding and how that can help the new generation, might be a communication designer or a journalist as a professional. So how to brand ourselves?
Okay.
Sir, before
To
that,
brand
Dr. Sampath,
yourself.
sorry, sir. Dr.
Yes,
Sampath is
yes.
our member from Kerala. He's very
Oh, I
active.
see.
He's a
Very
professor.
nice.
He's very active. Over to
Very
Praveen.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Lovely. So the question was how to brand personally. First, understand who you are for, and then what defines you. For me, my mustache defines. You can say why I don't have hair, but my genetics defined that for me. And every single place that you go, carry your brand through. This is my cup. My cup has my brand. My books has my brand. I am my brand, and I will talk about it shamelessly. Right? When you know who you are, your friends, real friends, will help you shape and give you the brand that you aspire to be. If you need tactical steps, write into me, I will help you. But first, find out who you are for, and that gives so much clarity. In my introduction, my other facets were not told. It was only told I'm a marketer, and that's the only facet you need to know. I'm an 8-time high altitude trekker. I've done Everest base camp. I'm a randonnier, a French cycling award medal winner. 4 times I have cycled from Chennai to Pondicherry and back in 12.5 hours, single a day. Right? My photographs have come in Lonely Planet. I have won the National Geographic Traveler Golden Prize. None of that is relevant to this crowd. My photography crowd knows about me. My trekking crowd knows about me. For you, I'm a marketer. I'm a human psychologist, a behavioral change agent that I'm very clear for. So who I am for this group is defines your personal brand.
Thank you, sir.
Ramesh, Indumati, Pujari, please write into me, and I'll be happy to send across any book that you want. All right, a question from Lokesh. How to market a research paper as a research scholar which already got published in a journal? If you've already got it published, you have to go to town with it. You are at the public relations part of it. Go ahead, issue a press release. Talk about it on LinkedIn. Get your friends to talk about it. Get your researchers to talk about it. The paper is done. Summarize the entire paper. Take a video about it. Have an audio cast. Break it down into smaller sections. Create an infographic. Share it with whoever it is going to be impacted for. Go right ahead. You already have one hard technical paper that you have got published in a journal. That itself is an accolade. But you need a lot more people to be aware. Only when they are aware, they're going to be citing you, and the number of sightings means your reputation as a researcher is going to increase. For that, you need to be discoverable. Does that answer your question, Lokesh? Apreen Kausa, thank you very much. And I'll be even more thankful if you go to LinkedIn and leave your review, your testimonial about my session. And 2, connect with me there and send across your one-page engineered word-of-mouth plan for your own brand. Yes, any further questions?
Dear participants, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can raise your question, dear participants. Or you can type in the chat box. Feedback will be posted on 7:30 p.m. Dear participants.
Pujari has a comment. Taking risk will either benefit you or give you experience which you can use in future. Taking risk has no loss. Absolutely right. Not doing anything is the biggest risk that you and I can take. Good. There is a feedback link. Somebody put the Zoho link here. If you could repost it for the others, it'll be really, really helpful. Saima Sharif has asked for it. A few more people have asked the link. I'm just going to share my screen again. Here's the link. You can go ahead and download whatever you need. It also has my email ID that you can reach. So go right ahead. snap a picture. Oh, thank you, Dr. Sampath. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot for a valuable time. Okay. So over to Sampath for a vote of thanks. Sampath is there?
Sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm
Okay,
here,
Dr.
sir.
Raja, you can take it
I'm
forward.
here, sir. I'm
Sampath,
here, sir.
yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening to everyone. It is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to propose vote of thanks on behalf of VRSI Chennai chapter. First and foremost, our heartfelt thanks to our distinguished speaker, Mr. Praveen Shekhar, for sharing his valuable time, expertise, and energy with us. Your session was not only informative but incredibly engaging, filled with fresh perspectives and practical takeaways. Thank you for the wonderful session, sir. I would also like to thank our chairman, Mr. Ramkumar Singaram, sir, our secretary, Dr. Raja, sir, our treasurer, Dr. Sridevi, ma'am, and all our esteemed members of PRSI for their continued support and dedication. Last but not least, sincere thanks to all the participants who joined us today and contributed to the success of this webinar. Thank you all once again, and we look forward for your presence at our future events. Have a great evening. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Professor Sampath Kumar is working as an assistant professor at Wales University, sir.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir.
Yeah, thank you very
Because my
much.
internet is not good, that's why I just turned off the video.
Okay, thank you. Over to Dr. Raja.
Thank you, dear participants, for your valuable time spent with us. Today we conducted a webinar with special guest Praveen Sagar. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Like a bullet, AK-47 bullet. Your speeches are in our hearts, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm also having a startup company name called Boot Up Media Private Limited. Through your speech, enthusly, we have to work to succeed in our business, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ramkumar Sigaran, sir, for this wonderful session. Wonderful guest today we have. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, I have posted feedback form in the chat box. Please fill up the feedback form. Within within a minute, you will receive the e-certificate through your mail ID. Thank you all. We will meet you in another wonderful session. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dear participants, we are wind upping today's session. Thank you, Ebenezer, sir, for this YouTube live streaming. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all the EC members and the PRSI members. Thank you. Thank you for your support for this webinar. Thank you all. Ebenezer, sir, you can stop all the things, sir. Thank you, sir.